You better make it quick. Real rich bitch. Better make it thick.
YouTube, it's your boy Just Tim Johnson coming back at you all with an unboxing and something a little unique over here on the Just Tim Johnson channel. Before we get into that, let me thank each and every tribe member, those that have been here from day one, those that have continuously walked this mile with us, and all the new members. Thank you all, welcome, and we're excited to have you. We're going to do a little bit, we're going to do an unboxing, which is typical on the Just Tim Johnson channel, but also we're going to have a little story time, right? Now, I'm sure some of you all have seen content creators and sneaker influencers do this. Mine is around essentially the integrity piece of the shoe selling, right? And y'all see the title and you saw the thumbnail, right? You know, and that came from a DMX song. When you do dirt, you get dirt, right? Well, not necessarily a DMX song per se, keep me honest. Hip hop heads, I believe the song exactly where he quoted that line was Money, Power, and Respect. It was the Lox featuring DMX and Lil Kim. And he said, where you do dirt, you get dirt. This ain't no what you think I'm playing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, cool. So now to that point, right? Sometimes in the sneaker game, the market fluctuates, right? I haven't seen it do this as recently as what we're going to talk about in this shoe per se, how the market fluctuated on this. Generally, what we experience as sneakerheads, we experience the market skyrocketing in the opposite direction. Say, for instance, there'll be a shoe that come out. We'll want that shoe. We'll miss out on the actual general release of the sneaker app or whatever apps we using. Then we go to look on a resale platform and the price is through the roof that weekend. Then sometimes there's a nominal dip where it drops down once pairs in hands and the wrong people have them that don't understand the sneaker market, and they'll kind of drive the price down and you'll see that fluctuating. And if you really want to get an in-depth perspective on that, go follow Keith Adam 10. Like, he gives you a breakdown on what he refers to as the impulsivity effect, right? The impulse effect behind certain sellers that have them in their hands at certain times and how they determine the market at that point. So anyway, long story short, I put a trade up on the trade block. Let's get into the shoe, all right? And then as we telling the story, forgive me. So then for those of you all that have done, y'all know what that return address is right there, okay? So shout out to the trade block, right? Because you know when you don't get on a release and you want a shoe, I definitely recommend that y'all spin the block and go over to the trade block. Especially if you got old shoes or you got double ups on stuff that you potentially not gonna wear. Go to the trade block, see what's popping over there. Look at, they have a new category they just started within the last 6 months, something referred to as public trades, right? And that's generally where you get where they put that work in at over there. And then says your kicks are here. All right, they used to give out actual trade blocks when it stopped, when it first launched, right? This package was closely inspected and authenticated by Trade Block. That's what I'm talking about. Gives you a peace of mind. They always come with that wrapping paper, recycle people. As soon as I sell a pair of shoes, that wrapping paper will be included in your shoe. All right. Oh, let's move this box over here. All right. And if you know you... All right. We have that. And then it's the Aman Manier. Let me show you the... And they actually reached out to me and said, hey, the trade is on hold. And they sent me a picture saying that the slide out cover was damaged. That you still want to proceed with the trade. I'm going to get into that in a minute, okay? All right, but let's show the shoe because that's the main attraction. Then the shoe is a correlation to the actual story. So that's the outer sleeve. Anytime you get a collab where you got the Jumpman logo and the collabs logo with it, it's dope, right? Now let's get into this. All right, it says... Y'all got to forgive me. I ain't editing that out either. Women's Air Jordan 12 Retro SP. White, black, burgundy, crush. Style code is Delta November 6989100. Yes, we did do a review on this. So I'm not going to dwell too long and actually review the shoe. We already had an in-hand review on this. All right. And then, my bad. So this is a personal pair. All right. You see Mike with the, that's my gray old, that's my number one overall shoe, the Air Jordan 12 Flu Game. All right, but then we get into the paper, and then we get into the shoe. All right. These joints is that business. All right. I'm definitely happy to have these in the collection. There's the Armand Manier hang tag with the Armand Manier and the Jordan. There's the Armand Manier logo with the 2-3 on the tongue on the left shoe with the standard Jordan on the right. Then on the back, we have the 23. On the pull tab, you got Jordan on one, and then you got Armand Manier on the other. On the one that says Jordan, it says typically quality inspired by the greatest player ever. Mike is the GOAT. We're not even finna debate that over here. And then quality products inspired by culture. All right, that's what it says there. And then there's that. And then there's the sock liner. All right, okay. So they have authenticated and made sure that the shoe is legit. So just a quick backstory on the trade block, all right? What the trade block does essentially is you propose a trade. Either you accepting the trade or you submitting the trade. Both parties agree on it. Both parties have to ship their shoes to them. There's a nominal fee associated with the processing and them to authenticate it. It's definitely worth it, especially, you know, gives you a peace of mind of knowing you ain't getting nothing that's fugazi, right? With that, then they ship the shoes out of all things past authentication. So back to the point, right? They sent me something that would have held up this trade. But let me get back to what this video is titled about, all right? Let me show you all something for reference to this. When this shoe first released, the price on this shoe was in the neighborhood of about, I want to say $350, right? On release day to that first, like the first 5 days. It was about $350, $360. Before that, it was probably in that 300 range, right? I submitted the trade prior to the release. I put a public trade up there. I put a trade up there for a Yeezy Onyx. I put a trade up there for the Rui Hachimura. And I put a trade up there for the Travis Scott 6s, right? A few individuals reached out to me like, hey, when I have them in hand, if I get them, I want to do that trade. So I started pulling down my public trades because I didn't want to double book, right? I didn't want to have a trade at Alpha and then Bravo sent me a trade and then I only got one shoe and I can't propose 2 trades. So I don't want to have a bad moniker out there attached to my name as far as on the trade block. So I pulled down all my trades and I individually DM'd everybody on the trade block like, hey, like, let me know when you get it. If I come up with something, I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated as it comes along. Thank you for considering, all right? Because I do have a double up in this. I got double up in a few shoes, all right? We'll talk about that at a later video. I got some double up heat. But anyway, so I submitted the trade, right? Now, as I submitted the trade and the shoes released on Armand Manier's website and then on other various platforms that it started releasing, the price started plummeting. And when I say plummeting, the price plummeted quick, right? Let me see if I can pull that up. We're going to go to the book, this resale platform, and see if they have that on here. So bear with me, because I want to show you all in retrospect. And I'm going to put it into context as to why I titled the video the way I titled the video. Yo, this is crazy. This price still dropping. This bananas. This is what this shoe going for right now. All right? Will you focus? That says $214, right? With if you was to buy it now, right? And that's a 13, which is 11.5 in men. I stayed away from the 13.5. You know, y'all know why. If you know, you know. I don't understand how Armand Manier directly did not have that size, but other people came up with it. But that ain't, that ain't my business. So if with the fees and everything, that essentially would be $257. All right, total price. Keep that in mind. Let me show you all that. With the fees and everything, that would be $257. All right, that's what it would be on that platform. All right. Now let me go back. Y'all got for me. I don't know why this punk keep walking and knocking into my mirror. You better go on somewhere, boy. Yes, I understand the data shown here. Let me see this. Hold on. This shoe released on March the 2nd. So this ain't been that long ago. Damn, it seemed like, damn, like that must have happened between March the 2nd and now. Today, that's like the 21st or something. All right, so this shoe released on March the 2nd. So let me go back. They used to show a graph. They getting petty now. Hold on, let me see this. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, so this is the graph. And again, this is reported according to, you know, these people, not me. All right, I don't make the news, I just report it. But let me show you all that, all right? So y'all can see around the first week of March, that had spiked all the way up to the 600 range, all right? They used to show you, like, all the sales. I don't know why they don't do that no more. They petty as hell now. See, this is why I don't shop with them. But anyway, they used to show you like they used to be able to go back a year. Comment down below if you know how to do that, and I'll touch point on that on a later video. Like, is there something I need to be looking at on here directly? Because I'm not seeing it. But it used to be, anyway, long story short, they used to show us. Wait, I'm dumb as hell. Hold on a minute. Okay, here it is. On February 27th, that shoe sold for $959, okay? All right? I went to public school, forgive me, people. On March the 1st, there we go. On March the 1st, it was selling for $353. All right? On March the 3rd, it was selling for $301. Okay? All right? When I submitted that trade, it was back around that February the 25th range. Like, it was before March because I was eager to get them, right? Because people was like, hey, when they come out, I'll do this, this, and this, right? I submitted it. Let me show you my trade. Let y'all know I ain't capping. Right? And again, it's tied to integrity. Where is it at? Nope. Don't want to do that. Hold on. What the hell I just do? Okay. All right. This is what my shoe was valued at. My shoe valued at $400. The Yeezy Onyx that came out last year. Let me give you the why behind why I traded that. Because essentially, once I heard the announcement that potentially Kanye might be working that relationship back out with Adidas, I didn't think it was of value to hold that shoe. Now, case in point, I'm gonna beat the brakes off y'all ass. Case in point, somebody had mentioned to me, it might have been Flight or it might have been Break, that historically, black Yeezy 350s do phenomenal over a period of time. Like, they always arc on the up scale, right? If you go back and look at the bread and whatever else, like, they always climb up. So I done had the shoe for over a year. Like it's been here for a minute, right? Whenever it released, I got off the confirmed app. The person initially was like, hey, can we do it without the cash? And it was at $300. So I was like, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and get rid of this, right? Because I only paid retail for it. So with taxes for the Yeezy, I paid $242, right? Soon as my man accepted that trade, I shipped my shoe first, right? Now, I could have canceled it as I started to see that price go from $350 down to $301. Something told me in the back of my mind, wait, but I had already verbally committed to my man, right? And I didn't want no bad karma behind it because I gave him my word. I didn't want to renege, and I'm just going to tell you flat out I'm not doing it. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't know what that person had going on, and they had already locked in. So once you give somebody your word in the sneaker community, keep your word. All right, that's the bottom line. That's the moral of the story. Keep your word. Let me tell you why it's imperative that you keep your word. I could have easily got out of the trade and been like, nah, hey, I'm good. Like, I don't want him no more. I went ahead and bought him. I ain't do none of that. All right, I kept hell fast. I even sent my shoe before he had his shoe in hand, right? So he DM'd me like, yo, like, you shipped the shoe already? Like, man, they say it's shipped. I'm like, yeah, man, like, it wasn't no sense to me, ho. Like, we already in. Like, you know, you get the shoe, send it. I'm going to reach out to Trade Block and make sure they don't chastise you for sending the shoe late, right? Shout out to my nephew, Unbreakable Kicks, because he plugged in with them. Shout out to Flight. He plugged in with the Trade Block family hard. So if something would have came up, I would have made certain that the other party wasn't responsible for that, all right? Boom. Once I shipped my shoe off, as soon as I put that shoe in the mail, the price plummeted, right? Now, I'm talking about, it dipped down from like $301 down to like $240, $220, right? I'm looking at this like, yo, this is crazy, right? Keep in mind, at the end of it, once both shoes was received, Trade Block sent me a message, right? And they was like, hey, if you want to cancel this trade, you can, because the outer sleeve is damaged, right? And it'll be no penalty to you. Now, Petty me for a second was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and cancel this trade. But I was like, no, we ain't finna do that because I already gave my man my word and I don't want the narrative out there that I'm reneging on anybody, right? No, send him. I don't wear the sleeve no way, right? It's gonna go in another box, inside another box, in storage somewhere, right? Because the shoe going in the drop front. It's for the personal collection. As soon as I hit accept, I get a DM from Cuzzo Clothing, right? That say, yo, we want to sponsor your channel. We appreciate you supporting us. This, that, and the third, right? Yo, get a blessing right behind that, all right? That was a test. Integrity, people, is at the core of what you do. Think about that, all right? Had I not kept my word, had I reneged, I wouldn't have got what I got behind that, right? And that's way more important and way more valuable. That partnership that I have now with Cuzzo Clothing is way more important than any dollar amount I missed out on that Yeezy. I promise you that, all right? Stay true to your word, people. It's worth it in the long run. That's the moral of the story. I apologize for the video going long. And then right after that, you know what else? I camped out and hit on the SB4. Look at the drama behind that right now, right? Camped out, got that shoe, all that came in that week that I accepted that trade. When you do good, you get good. When you do dirt, you get dirt, all right? Maybe not today, maybe next week, maybe somewhere down the line, but the scales always balance. People, hey, stay true to who you are, all right? Keep it real out here in these sneaker streets. But I thank each and every one of you all for allowing me to carry on for as long as I did. I apologize that this video is lengthy. If you watch this video till the end, I am extremely grateful. But I do have the actual in-hand personal size now, right, of the Air Jordan 12 white burgundy Armand Manière. This is going to be unds this year. I need to hit this with that Reshoevn8r, the water and stain repellent, not the aerosol component, but the actual liquid component. I'm going to take this over to Reshoevn8r and have them do that, and I might give y'all some B-roll about that on a later video, okay? Hey, thank each and every one of you all for tuning in. I'm not editing none of that out. I'm going to beat the brakes off of them as soon as I get done with this. But thank you all for taking time out of your day, your schedule, your commute home, running errands, spending time with your family. I love each and every one of you all. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Feedback is a gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, comment, subscribe. Share, interact with me about any interactions you had around the sneaker trade, something that you regretted, something that you glad you end up trading or selling or whatever, and how it worked out to, you know, positive. How it worked out positively down the road for you, right? Because I'm telling you, it's a correlation to that. This is your boy, Just Tim Johnson. We shall walk that mile together. Peace.
You better make it quick. Real rich bitch. Better make it thick.